Hi, it's Anne. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media. I'm going to work in this old encyclopedia. I know some people doesn't like that you use old books to do stuff in, but I feel I preserve it. We don't use it anymore. You use the internet if you want to get facts and everything. And this is a very old book that I've got, that I've just made a little bit of experiments in and so on. And you don't always have anything at hand to use at home, so then you just turn to this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of black and white serviettes, and I'm going to use my Mod Podge. I'm going to use black paint, white paint, maybe a little bit of this Nikkel Azo yellow, and maybe some of these pencils. It's a Stabilo and a Criticolor. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit of gold. I don't know. I always throw a little bit of gold and black into everything, but not always. I said white. No. So okay, I'm just going to use this one. Maybe something like this. So I'm going to take off my layers. You must remember this. It's got usually a few layers. You can see this one's got the top layer, and it's got two separate layers. Some of them got one layer, some of them have a lot more. So just make sure you take off the top layer, because otherwise it's going to be covering up your background. If you use a white serviette like this one, and you put on your Mod Podge, this is going to shine through from the background, and that's what I want to do. If you put on too many layers, it's going to turn opaque and you won't be able to see your background. But it doesn't matter. You can use what you want and how you want it. So I'm just going to take a little bit off here. I just want to, no, I think I must use that piece as well. I'm not worrying too much, just making sure it's going to fit on top of my page, and I'm just going to rip a few of these that I don't have a straight edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Mod Podge and a brush, and I'm just going to cover the background first. You can put on a generous amount, especially if it's hot like today. We are still in winter, but it's 31 degrees here, so I don't know what's going on. I think we're going to have a very hot summer. And then you can just lie your paper down like this. Let me just see. I want the stripes to go more like that, because I want to resemble the tree stump or the rings on the tree, you know. So I'm just going to put an amount of Mod Podge again onto this. I'm not worrying if I make creases now. I like the texture and stuff, so you can make a little bit of creases. It's just going to add to the texture. I'm just making sure all my air and bubbles and stuff is out. I don't want that lifting up anywhere. So now I'm just going to quickly let this dry. You can either dry it with a glue, not a glue gun, hot air gun, or you can put it in the sun to dry quickly, or you can leave it until it's dry. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to speed mine up, and I'm going to use this heat gun to quickly dry this. But before I do that, I forgot I want to put a little bit of this on as well. Oh goodness, now I'm struggling to... You can see this one has only got one layer. You can even use this in your background. You will still be able to see those faint black dots. I'm just going to take a piece. I don't want too much of this. And I'm just going to put it on in random places. As I said, I'm not worrying where and what I'm going to put where. I'm just putting it on. And I can think that's enough maybe. I don't think I must put on a lot more. And now it can quickly dry. Remember to wash your brush immediately after you've used it. Don't let it dry on your brush. The Mod Podge will definitely destroy it. You can even use gel medium, but I haven't got gel at the moment, so I will need to go into town to get me some. I'm quickly going to dry this and then I will be back. Okay, I'm going to take my Nikkel Azo yellow now. And I'm just going to put a little bit on. Just spread it. And pick a little bit up again. I'm going to use one of these. I think I'm going to use this Krita color Nero Soft, and I'm just going to draw in a few trees here. I'm going to use this one as well, the Stabilo, I don't know what you call it. I just want to get a little bit of a charcoal effect that I can smudge a little bit with my water. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of my black and white and I'm going to work on this now. I just want to cover some of these areas at the back. Oh, I've got a little bit too much water on this brush, but I'll fix it now. I'm going to take some of the black now. I want to make some of these, I want to make a little black and I want to make some of these a little white. So I'm just going to keep working on my trees. Let me just see white. Just be careful if you put water on top of this again, it can maybe sometimes pick up a little bit of your serviette, but don't worry too much about that. It won't if it's dried, but mine is still a little bit tacky. I know it looks like a mess now, but there's always an ugly stage. You must just work through that. Just going in with my pencil again. Just making a little bit of texture on the trees. I'm just going to fill up some of the areas now at the back. If you use white gesso for this, it's actually better. I haven't got gesso, so I'm just using this white acrylic, but I will need to go over that again because I can see it doesn't cover as well as the gesso. But yeah, I live in a small town, so there's no craft shops near. I need to travel to get to a craft shop and back, or art shop. So it's not possible at the moment, so yeah, I just make do with what I've got. So that's also what I want to show you. You don't always need to have all these. You can just use a little bit of craft paints or even house paints, you know, and make yourself something. And you can cover as much as you want. You don't need to cover everything. I just put too much of that yellow, Nikkel Azo yellow gold on, and now it's too much yellowy for me. So I'm just covering up a little bit more than I would have usually. So I'm just going to quickly dry this, and then I'll come back and I'll do something. Or before it's dry, I just want to take my charcoal again. I think I'm going to take a charcoal stick now and just create a little bit more charcoal lines and stuff in the back. You can even, if you like, you can put some clear gesso on top of this page before you start to do anything here. It's maybe actually better to prime it first. I didn't do that, but as you see, it did work. But I'm just gonna take a peel off Sharpie marker now, if I can find it. I did not tell you this in the beginning, but it's a China peel off. Hope you can see that. Peel off China marker. I've got a black one and a white one. I just put this in one of these because I ruined my pencil. And I'm just gonna, this doesn't come off with water or anything. So it actually works very nice if you do your sketches in the beginning in your art with this, because it doesn't come off. But I am going to put a little bit of watery wash on top of this, and I don't want to lose all my charcoal lines, so that's why I am putting this one on top now. And I'm holding it at the back that I can loosen up a little bit, that I don't control it too much. And as you see, this is a great way to loosen up a little bit of your artwork. You come at the stage in your life that you don't want to work that perfect anymore. And it's always a struggle to actually get loose. It's not as easy as it sounds. Okay, I'm just going to activate some of these charcoal with my water. Especially the dark areas, and I want to have a little bit more of a shadowy area here on the bottom. I can always put white on again. And for now I'm just going to quickly, or I can maybe not dry this. I'm almost finished anyway, so I think I'm just going to put a little bit of more white areas in, and then I think I will need to let it dry and decide if I'm going to do anything on this. I think I'm basically finished. So you can just do a little bit of negative painting now between your branches here and there. I'm not going to cover everything. I just want to make it a little bit lighter on top, and maybe cut in some areas where I made my branches too thick. You see I lost something there. I just want to check what I'm going to do here. The one must be in front of the other one, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose this branch here, this black one there. And I'm wishing I had just white gesso, because this white is really, it's terrible. I won't buy it again. Just gonna highlight some areas on the dark trees. You can use your chalk off now, or you can use your peel off China marker. It doesn't really matter. Just want to put a little bit of dark against this tree that's in front. These two are basically in front of this one at the back. So I'm just going to use my China marker and just maybe make some marks on the dark trees. Just here and there, not too much. Okay, I just decided I would just want to put in a little bit of texture here at the back, at the other side. Just using my palette knife with a little bit of black acrylic. I don't want it to look too perfect. And then I just want to put in a little bit more. I've taken out a better white, and I'm just going to quickly whiten some of the areas a little bit more. And I'm just dragging my brush in certain areas, try and pick up some of the texture. Just want to break some of these lines that are a little bit too straight for my liking. I think I like this better here. I'm just going to splatter a little bit here. And then I'm finished. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I will definitely see you next time. You must have a lovely day and take care.